I'm Cristina Gazzo, and today we are talking about how to prepare for an interview search. So let's get started. Step 1. Set goals for your job search and make sure you are setting deadlines for each project so you can take full responsibilities for all your actions and inactions. Remember that the only person that you are going to cheat is you. Why would you do that? Step 2. Clarify the job role you want. Search the job title, position. Make sure you have all the information needed before you start applying. There are companies with the same job responsibilities but with different job titles names. So if you focus on the job responsibilities and not the job title name, you should be heading in the right direction. Step 3. Clarify industry. There are so many things that need considering when discussing the industry. To know the industry is important because this impacts the system you will use, the salary range, the schedule of work, and many more. Step 4. Clarify the salary you want. Once you clarify the position, it is easy to identify the salary for the desired role. You should be aware of the minimum and maximum range salary offered in that industry. Don't forget that the pay for the same job role can differ depending on the industry. So try to find your value by referring to the years of experience, the education, the qualification, the skills needed to do the job, and of course, the system knowledge. And this system knowledge actually can be a deciding factor in getting the job and actually can bring you an increase in salary. So don't disregard that. In this way, you are building a case. But don't forget to ask a little bit more to have a little bit space to negotiate your final salary. And that based on you and not on the job offer in general. As a graduate student, you need to learn to find your value and to learn to speak about your value. This exercise will help you in future to assess your unique value against any role. Now, step 5. Clarify the location of the new job. Location is another important factor. During the COVID-19 pandemic, most candidates realized that there was no point in spending 1-2 hours on transport. These days, more companies starting offering a hybrid working option or even a fully remote option. So hybrid working is that type of flexible working split between the workplace and working remotely from home. That is agreed both by the employee and by the employer. And remote working basically means that the employee is working remotely, totally remotely only for home. If none of the option is included in the job advert, try to search the company place of work based on the time spent on the transport line or how many exchanges transport lines you need to change to get there. You can decide if that job is worth traveling there and back for 5 days a week. I strongly advise you not to apply for a job role that time-wise means more than 1 hour to the workplace and back home. So basically that's 2 hours. Again, this approach can be flexible, meaning that if you only use one transport line type, then a long period might be acceptable for you. But time is so precious and you need to use it constructively. In the end, you decide. And I would again advise you to do this step before you accept even going for an interview. You don't want to have any surprises like that after that. Step 6. Research the company you want to work for. Once you agree on the location, the next thing is to research the company. Go on their website and try to figure out some details about company. Another way to find out more about the company is by searching through social media like LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, and so on. Go on forums and try to find out as much as you can. Searching for information about the company can show you what are the company's challenges, what are their competitors, how an interview is handled, and puts you one step forward of the other candidates by knowing what to expect during an interview. Also, it prepares you for the interview. Step 7. Ensure your CV shows your uniqueness. Based on information collected, if you have time, try to adapt or tailor your CV for that company, including if you and the company share the same thing, the same value, and the same culture. That for sure will make you stand out from the crowd. Communicating more with the company in their language will raise the affinity and the reality with the company, and vice versa. Step 8. Schedule dedicated time for search. Set up in your diary a plan to search for a new role. For example, you can search daily for 15 minutes before or after work, between 7 a.m., 7 a.m. or 7 and 7 p.m. Be specific on what you will do and stick to it. If you missed one day, don't panic. Go back and start over again. But done daily, it becomes a habit. At the same time, it gives you a feeling of small wins each time you accomplish a small task like doing a search. Soon this will become a habit, and much sooner than you expect, you will be called for an interview and get the desired job. So be consistent in your search. Be consistent. Step 9. Practice, 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 and then practice again. I don't have enough words to explain this. You need to practice, 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 and then again practice for an interview. Being prepared for it makes things easier for you, and you need to practice. Step 10. Engage. Try to engage with the recruiter and find ways to communicate with them. Don't leave anything to fate or chance. You have the power to create your own life. So find a way of communicating through your CV with the recruiter. And step 11 and last one, persevere. I know how difficult it is to apply and not get selected for a job role. The only difference between a candidate getting the job and a candidate that still search is perseverance. Without it, you remain in the same place. Each time you feel the failure, don't stop. Use the failure as a fuel to try again and again and again. You will succeed for sure. Visualize the moment you sign the new job offer and apply to the desired job only with that in mind. Persevere and you will get there for sure. Don't let anyone evaluate and invalidate your work. Only you decide for yourself. Have faith in you and in your capabilities. You are amazing and you will get your dream job. So, best of luck. Give me a thumbs up if this video was helpful, and if you didn't subscribe to my channel, make sure you press that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. As always, Christina.